Next up, we have poet Judith Partelow, who lives on Cape Cod with her husband Thomas Slater, who is also a published poet. This is her original work.
Hello. I'm going to read one poem from my first chapbook, A Woman's Heart, and then 4 poems from my second chapbook, Carry Me Back, A Woman's Life in Poetry. That one. At my work in the surgical unit, I see couples, lots of couples. Couples who've been together for a long time, or maybe not so long. I observe little things, signs and touches, jokes and laughter, annoyances, curtness, disparagement. I make note of the ones I want and don't want for my life. I see men who can't get away too soon when they're dropping off their wives for surgery. I see the men who pace and worry and can't wait to go in to see their wives before and after major and sometimes very minor surgeries. I feel envious when a man is sweet, tender, caring, and doesn't seem to notice anyone else but the woman he is with. I want that. I want that man who can see only me, who sees into me, who sees with me, confides in me, rejoices with me, cries with me. I want those fingers intertwined with mine, that love breath on my face, that gentle pressure where I hurt, those eyes that search my face for how I feel. I want that for me, that man, that one, that one. Memorial Day dessert. Dad telling war stories, pushing back from the table, full, relaxed, youthful, though gray streaks invade his hair. Remembering fellow Marines, bombed, just as he left the gully to get more ammunition. War stories for dessert from my purple-hearted dad. How close he came to a flag and a grave, a place of coffee and a piece of cake. Tribute to my mother. As a child raised on dad's low income, my mother's tuna casseroles were often served, especially during Lent. My fondness for those casseroles I attribute to my creative mother. I like the challenge of nothing left in the refrigerator to pique my interest. I find bits of onion, dried up mushrooms, soggy celery, a lingering clove of garlic, container of condensed soup, leftover green beans, saltines, a wedge of butter, broth made from the seeds and stalks of vegetables or roasted chicken bones, a can of tuna skulking behind baked beans on the shelf, and opened packages of noodles. With some sauteing, seasoning, and baking, the concoction arrives on the table, lit with candles, adorned with gleaming goblets, cloth napkins in their rings, to be scooped onto spotless plates, and the final touch, a nod to mother's flair to meet my father's taste for something sweet, a dollop of grape jelly on the side. Carry me back. The fragrance of sweet-scented cigars lifts me in the rickety elevator to my first job on the 17th floor at a Philadelphia insurance company, hired by 2 old men who puffed inexorable smoke into the building's walls. A spray of white shoulders, and that slutty senior high school girl appears who drenched daily in the pungent stuff, sending a message to all that she is in the halls. A sniff of Jean Naté, and I'm at college, my sorority sisters bathing in it as we powdered and splashed. A whiff of scotch, and I'm doubled over the toilet bowl in my boyfriend's upper crust apartment. essence of rose petals flies me over oceans, cities, plains, to Israel on pilgrimage to holy places. And bougainvillea sends me straight down to Bahamas, where we lived 3 months awaiting work visas to teach. My mother is emerald, the oriental perfume permeating her trousseau of silks and satins that became my dress-up clothes when I acted out movie stars, nuns, cowgirls, and queens. Give me the scent of tobacco in the pocket of a shirt, and I'm back on my father's lap, cradled in his arms as I cried, for whatever reasons little girls cry. His pell-mells the aroma of a loving dad forever. Anthology. I keep jars of multicolored glass, fragments found on scattered beaches, a collection of colors, the gathering of which joins the jagged edges of the past and holds them safely in a bottle on my shelf. Pieces of pottery intrigue, broken cups and saucers, dishes and tureens, the wares of women spilling off the waves, faded patterns of a woman's dreams. The crockery seized and smashed that once was filled, then washed and wiped and gently placed upon the board.
To learn more about Judith's work, visit her website at www.judithpartelow.com. Thank you for staying with us for this episode of Local Matters. From all of us at PAC TV, have a happy and safe week. We will see you next time.